Hello there, my flock. Welcome to our review today. We're doing a review of
It Chapter 2.
It Chapter 2, the second part. And we've got, of course, the Drew Drop as always. And we got the Movie Freak 2000. And the man that needs no introduction, but we're going to give him one anyway, Kevin.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do here, we're going to do a spoiler-free part. And when we get past the spoiler-free, we'll say we're going to get into the spoilers, so you can end the video if you haven't seen the movie yet. So, this is the spoiler-free part of the movie. Does anybody want to go first?
Mine might take a while. Andrew, you can go.
Well, this is actually my second time seeing the movie. I saw it a few days ago on the world premiere, what you call it, on Thursday, the Thursday night showing. First time, and I stand by it. It's an alright movie. It's just that it's definitely not even close to as good as the first chapter or the first movie. It was a really big disappointment. I mean, I didn't really care much for it. I mean, way too freaking long. It just drug on and stuff. The last 30 minutes, though, really made up for it because the last 30 minutes were masterpiece material. They really were. So, yeah, like, I probably have to give it like...
Well, you can wait for your rating.
I'll wait for my rating. But yeah, I just thought it was...
This is just your general thing.
Just alright. It ain't that bad. It really ain't that good, though.
You want to go Kevin next?
Yeah.
Okay.
My opinion is opposite of Andrew's. I feel like it's better than the first movie. Now, for a horror movie, it was not a horror movie, in my opinion. Like the last 30 minutes, like Andrew said, that's kind of a horror movie. But for the rest of it, I feel like it's like more of a comedy.
That is so true. That is so true.
So I don't think they should like place it under horror. Like maybe horror comedy, but definitely not pure horror. It's more funny than anything.
That's so true.
Okay, I'm done.
You want next?
Okay. When I first heard Andrew talk about it at school the next day after he went and watched it, I thought it was full of crap. But he's right. It's not a good movie. It's not a bad movie by any means. It's just not good. It's too long. There's scenes that drag on. Like I asked Andrew, "Is this the third act?" And he said, "Yeah." And then there was an hour left. So there's scenes that could have been cut down way more than it was, and that just drug on. The acting was great for some people. Other people were not so much. The rest is just spoilers, so you can go, Steve.
Okay. Well, my general thing about it, I love the first one, and I felt like the first one, like Kevin said, was more horror, maybe. More horror felt, this one felt more like a more dramatic, and it wasn't very scary.
It really wasn't.
It wasn't, and I think Pennywise, they had a lot of different, which I know he's a shapeshifter type guy. So he was different characters, like from the original, like the
Eddie?
Yeah, what's that creature he turned into?
Oh,
For Eddie.
I don't know. I don't know the name of the creature, but I know
He was like a
walking infection.
Yeah, the walking
something.
infection guy, whatever. They brought him back and stuff, and I know that's why they did all this other things, but I just didn't feel like Pennywise was in it as much as I would have liked it, because the parts where Pennywise was in, I thought were really good.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'll give anything away on this part of the spoiler, because I think they said in the trailer that the little girl scene where she goes under the bleachers, pure.
That's
good
great.
Pennywise.
Amazing.
If the movie was more like that, I think it would have been a little more scarier. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because it showed how he sucked the kids in and, and did his thing. I liked the actors. I just don't think they were as good a group together as the original kid actors. And I don't know what movie anybody watched here, but when they did the flashbacks of the kids, there was some major CGI on these kids. I understand why they did it, because they're a lot older. But you could really tell, especially in Richie's face.
The CG was so bad.
With his glasses and stuff. You could tell there's, they just looked like characters from a video game. I don't know. They didn't look as good as they could have looked. And I understand why. And two, I was really upset with, they didn't use a lot of practical effects.
It was a lot of just digital.
CGI. A lot of CGI.
Yeah.
Like there was a scene in there where they're at a buffet
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
Chinese restaurant.
Fortune, yeah, the Chinese restaurant. The fortune cookies. Why couldn't they have made a little thing that shot the fortune cookies up? You know, practically, it looked like it was popped up there like popcorn, and then the things that popped out of it looked very like they wasn't there to me. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think they could have done a lot more practical effects, and way too long. The movie could have cut down 45 minutes easy, and I don't think you would have lost anything. And I don't know if we necessarily had to see everybody's individual thing with Pennywise, but you know, I guess they wanted to.
Believe it or not, the director had a 4-hour cut.
I couldn't imagine
and
that.
it was very jarring. They'd go from present time to past, present, past, present. You know, and I know why they did that. They wanted the kids in it because everybody loved the kids so much in the first one. And then the book was like that, I think. I think they
Yeah.
said the book is a lot like that.
Yeah.
But somehow that don't translate. But that's on my spoiler-free version. Okay.
Now, can I say my spoiler?
Well, let's wait.
Field.
We're everybody. If you don't want to listen to the spoilers,
Yeah.
we're gonna let it all out.
You'll
The whole
have
movie
to
will be
just click
explained.
off because it's going to be like major.
We're gonna tell you the whole story.